Look, there's going to be times where, oh, my oven's off. There's going to be times where you don't feel like doing anything productive. And I'm going to be honest, this entire weekend was like that for me. I was supposed to make a YouTube video and I planned one, but I didn't exactly make one. And so, sorry, some of this is going to be a little bit loud. I'm making chicken wings because as of filming this, it's the Super Bowl. I'm going to try not to make this so loud so that my microphone isn't picking up all this stuff, but bear with me. Okay, so this has not been the most productive weekend for me. I don't have a way to describe it other than, yeah, I don't know. I don't think that I can explain it, and I think for a lot of people, when they feel not motivated, there's not really something you can pinpoint it to. It just sort of, I don't know, it just sort of happens on some weekends where I just don't feel like doing a lot of work. And so I'll be honest, instead of doing work, I watched a movie last night for like the first time in forever. It was this movie called About Time, I think, which was like a weird sci-fi rom-com. Did not enjoy it really, but it was something different. But I also played like God of War. God, do I love that game. It's so fun. But in any case, like ordinarily, I do feel guilty when I don't do work. And there have been weekends where I don't do work and I regret it. And I regret not doing it. But this time is different. This time it almost feels okay that I didn't do a ton of work this weekend. I didn't do, I gotta grab my oven rack, but I didn't do any real web design work. I didn't make a YouTube video. I guess technically this is a YouTube video that I'll be posting, but like this is an off the cuff video just to sort of share what's going on in my mind. But yeah, like overall, this just hasn't been a productive weekend, and I think that's okay. That's really the crux of what that I'm trying to get to here, is that whereas most weekends I feel regretful that I didn't have a productive weekend, I don't really care this weekend. And I think that there's something to be said for that because I think that if you're really in tune with what your body is telling you, your body's really good at letting you know if you need just like rest or if you just need to take a break from things. You know, maybe things in life are stressful and you just need a break from it all, and you know that you won't be able to produce maybe your highest caliber work. And I know that for me, I think this weekend was sort of a shining example of that in the sense that I just mentally did not feel, one, I just didn't feel motivated to do work, and two, if I tried to do work, I don't really think that it would have been quality. Anyway, I mean, it might have been. That could be false. I will say, like, I will maybe challenge myself there in that if I would have stuck to it, I probably could have done an okay job. But all that to say, like, you know, if you are ever feeling like, I don't know, like you're having an unproductive weekend and you feel, you wonder whether or not you should have done more, you know, I think that if you spend a weekend and it's not super productive, I don't think that that's a bad thing. Now, there's a lot of people who will disagree with that and will say, hey, if you don't reach toward your goals, someone else is going to do it before you. And that might be true, but it also like depends on if you want to view life in a abundance mindset or a scarcity mindset, right? So what I mean by that, if you're unfamiliar with that terminology, is that, yeah, if you decide not to work one weekend, or I'll use myself as an example, I decided not to do a lot of work this weekend, but someone else that did decide to do a lot of work this weekend, they're going to be ahead of me, just objectively. Like they will have done more work than I have, and they will likely be able to reap more of the rewards. But, that's if you look at it from a competitive mindset. And while, yeah, competition exists, I don't think, and I even have to remind myself of this sometimes, but there are so many people on this planet, and there is room for everyone to be a winner as long as you work towards it. And so, yes, I know that there are going to be some people that work harder than me, and they are naturally going to achieve levels of success faster than I will. But I also know that there's more to life than just seeking goal attainment, right? Like I have to, what does it matter to go all in on achieving my goals if I'm not like enjoying my life in the present? And that's where I feel like I disagree with a lot of gurus that you find online that tell you to just keep working, keep working, keep working. Like I totally see the value in that, and I see where that will absolutely get you ahead in life. But I also want to enjoy my life, because maybe this is getting a little too deep for this video, but your days aren't guaranteed, right? Like you even though like you probably know you're going to wake up in the morning and you'll go about your day as normal, it's really not guaranteed though. And I don't think a lot of people, I don't feel like enough people really understand the gravity of that. And so all that to say that I think it's okay to carry this notion of balance and being able to know when, hey, I just need a damn break from all the shit that I'm doing. And I don't mean shit makes it sound like it's like dumb work that I don't care about. I obviously very much care about the work that I do, but I also very much care about just like having fun and just living a life that is enjoyable. And if that means that I don't get to my goals as quickly, that's fine. That's fine. So, I don't know who needs to hear this. Maybe you do. Maybe you don't. But this is just what has been going on in my mind lately, is just trying to find the balance between goal attainment and being fulfilled within the present, and not just only being fulfilled, but being fulfilled even in the absence of working towards my goals. Like I used to feel so much guilt when I played a video game that I would never do it. And that's just so silly, right? Like if it's something that brings joy and it's something that's not, I don't know, if it's something that's not addictive, like I'm not doing it to an addictive amount. Like I played God of War for like an hour or two today. If I played it all day, okay, well, probably some intervention needs to happen there. But an hour or two, that's not going to bother anything. So that's really all I have to say about that is, I didn't do a lot this weekend, and I think that is okay. Is there like a small amount of me that kind of wishes that I did more work? Actually, like, no, not really. I was going to say yes, but when I really think about it deep down, no. I'm very content with the fact that I didn't do much work. And I know that starting this week, I will feel the pull to do work. That's what typically happens for me, is I will enter these sort of periods where I don't do, where I'm not working towards my goals, but there will be this pull if I put it off for long enough. And I know that tomorrow, when Monday comes, I will feel that pull. And so, yeah, I think just sort of approaching it from that kind of a mindset is a pretty balanced thing to do. All right, let's talk about what I'm making here. So I am making some wings for Super Bowl Sunday. I don't give a shit about football, but so I'm not even going to be watching the Super Bowl, but it does give me an excuse to make wings. And so I'm going to be making these. I found a really good recipe on YouTube, and I'm going to be making some buffalo sauce, which I didn't realize this. Buffalo sauce is just hot sauce and melted butter. I had no idea. You might be rolling your eyes like, duh, but if you're anything like me, I had no idea. I had no idea what buffalo sauce was. Turns out it's just hot sauce and melted butter. So apparently a really good recipe is to use Frank's Red Hot, and then you put some melted butter and you stir it all up, maybe add a little bit of garlic powder and what was the other ingredient? Maybe like paprika, I think. And you can make yourself a really killer buffalo sauce. And so that's what I'm going to be doing. And then a secret for chicken wings. Here we go. Jansley's going to be turning into a cooking channel. If you use baking powder on your chicken wings, it makes the skin crispier. Aluminum-free baking powder. So there we go. So there's my little tip for you. All right, so I'm going to put these in the oven. I'm going to be signing off on this video. I hope you found this helpful in some capacity, or if not, I hope you just enjoyed watching me prep some chicken wings. And until next time, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.